back on my base so it can turn. Are we live yet? There we are. Hey everyone. How are y'all today? Hey Miss Tiff, how are you? So today, real quick, we're gonna make a mailbox swag using a butterfly. It's like a metal sign, so we're gonna use that. I've got some greenery. We're gonna use some mesh and some wired ribbon. Quick thing, these little needles, plastic needles, come from Dawn at Wreath Decor by Dawn. She has an Etsy shop. These are wonderful. I'm not an affiliate for these people, but they're my friends and in the wreathing community, and that's where I get those from. These are wonderful. Make wreaths or anything that you got to get your pipe cleaners through layers of deco mesh. This is called a ribbon tail. There's 3 of them, and this is from AC Inspired Wreaths. And Susan, she's a sweetheart too, and she makes these and sells them, and you just wrap your ribbon around it, and it makes it easy to cut your ribbon tails. So that was a 12-inch. I have a 12, 13, and 14-inch board to do my ribbon tails. So there you are. Hey, Miss, you're good. It's hot today. What's the weather like where everybody's at? Hey, Miss Cat, how are you? Okay, so today we're going to be using this is a regular sign that you would put on your wreaths or hang on your wall. It came from Shirley's in Collins. They have a Facebook page that they have their website listed at. The garland came from Michael's. The deco mesh and the ribbon. The deco mesh came from Craft Outlet. The ribbon came from Craft Outlet, Shirley's and Collins, and Sam's. So then we got some mesh tubing and we got some tulle. So we got a lot to get on here, so let's get started. And I showed y'all Tuesday how I cover my bases for my swags and for my mailbox swags and for my cross wreaths. So if y'all want to know that, go check that video out. It was on Tuesday. So we're going to get started with this right now. I'll turn this and let me zoom right in on the mailbox. There we go. So are y'all having nice cool weather, or are y'all having hot weather? Now I'm going to bring this up. Like I told y'all before, if it's going to sit, I move it to the back after it's decorated because it is full, and then I'll tie it around the back of the post. But while I'm decorating it, it's easier just to have it up here at the front. So let me tie this down so it don't go slipping and sliding and going wherever it wants to go. All right, so I'm just gonna, this is a 9-foot garland. Let me tell y'all, it is hot as all get out outside today up here, down here, wherever we're at. Wherever we are at. So I've got 12 pipe cleaners, and we're just going down here and twisting them on here. All right, so the end of this little bar, whatever it is right here. I want the swag to come a little bit below. Y'all, go big or go home, right? So the wire is just below the bottom there, and that's going to take it on down for me. So we're going to twist this one. I just twisted a couple of times. So I have 4 pipe cleaners on each side and then 4 on top. And I do take the garland through all of them and just twist them. Twist it on there. Hey, Miss Andrea, how are you? We are overcast in the 70s. Nice, Miss Andrea. But the real feel was 81. Oh, muggy. Yuck. Well, it is horribly muggy here. 90, it feels like 98. Hey, Miss Anita, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, it's mine and Miss Tiff's weather is pretty much the same. She's in Louisiana. I'm in Mississippi, so we share that nice, humid weather. It is horrible. I cut grass yesterday, and I am so glad I did, because today I had about 5.5 hours on a mower, and let me tell you, today would have been much worse because the humidity is showing out. It is so muggy, and it gets that way in the summer where you feel like you can just cut it with a knife. But we're going to use like a regular wreath sign, the butterfly. It's metal, so you shouldn't have no problem with it, like if it, you can use a wood sign on these, and I have, but right now I'm going right inside of it and going to turn it up. And what I'll do, I'll take one of these little twists of greenery, and I'll go down to the next layer and just kind of hook it around there, twist it around it, and it's going to hold it down to the bottom. So now we're coming right back up. And all you got to do is take a twist from the middle and twist it around one of the others on the side, because we got one row coming down, one row going up, so we're going back in the middle. So you just take one from each side of the greenery sticks, because they're wired, and twist them together, and you have it made. Let's see, I want this to end and not come back up, so I'm going to do it just like this. And I'm going to show y'all how we're going to get that bubble out of there. This garland has got a long, like a 4-inch wire that's just wire on it, so I'm just twisting it around this other, but I need to get it where it's not going to poke nobody. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up back through here and twist one on the front, and twist one around here on the back. And because this is puffed up, I'm just going to fold it, kind of twist it. So it's kind of like an S almost. And then we will twist a couple, and they'll be secured up here on the front. That's going to make it a little thicker right there in the middle, and that's what we want, so that we cover that styrofoam. Okay. So how is everyone's week going? I'm going to get my mesh here. I've got some 10-inch mesh, and I've cut these at, and I have this listed in the description. I've got them cut at 22 inches. And this is going to be for my ruffles. So here's the butterfly that we're using today. Just a metal butterfly, and I have made 4 little holes down here on the bottom. Okay, get back around here and get where I can show y'all what we're doing here. Y'all, I need a 10 foot by 10 foot, 10 foot deep, 10 foot wide table. That's what I need. Hold on, y'all. My camera, on the app that I control my camera, just went off. There we are. Hey, Miss Kimberly, how are you? Miss Tiff says she's busy. Absolutely. It's a graduations and family reunions and all the things. All right, so this is 22 inches. We're just going to roll a couple of times, mash straight down, gather it together, and walk it. Then we will roll it backwards and make a little ruffle. How have you been, Miss Kimberly? All right, so we have 12 ties, and we're going to put these in each one. And I just use those scissors just to kind of hold them where I can get this going. Just working on the road. It's Kimberly, she travels a lot. Her job. It is. You know, I'm just turning some of these little greenery picks down to kind of hide that styrofoam. I don't need y'all to see me. I'm just trying to get it where y'all can see what I am doing. And I'll turn this sideways in just a second. So just roll a couple of times, mash straight down. I didn't think about it. I could have already had these rolled up. And so I showed y'all how we, the other mailbox swags that I like to use. And they are, in my opinion, better than the one that I have today. This one has styrofoam in the middle, and when I do my foam, I do the spray foam, the gaps and cracks, and I do some of it down on the side. This one only has it in the middle on top. I'm not a fan, but that's all they had last week when I went to the Shirley, so that's what I got. All right, we're gonna put this one right here. Is school out where y'all are? Grands are back. So Tiff is keeping her grands. I'm sure they keeping her busy too, on top of her college. All right, so we have 12 ties, y'all. Four on top and 4 on each side. And I usually do a couple more, but I usually do 1 on each end, but we didn't get that done today. It's gonna be pretty anyway, because we have lots of stuff going into this thing. Now think our local schools are out for the summer. Already. This is June, so then we'll do this side. Okay, so I've only done 2 up top. I was trying to count and see because I thought I sure didn't have a lot more mesh, but I thought I had already done the 4 on top. Let me get this notification out of the way. So does anybody decorate your mailbox? Do y'all have a swag on your mailbox? Or do you put anything on your mailbox? Do you put a bow or anything like on the post? I know I've seen some people just put bows on their post. Nobody? Anybody? Nobody? Anybody? It is. No, the birds usually do that. So the birds decorate your mailbox for you. Y'all, a funny thing. So I had my bird feeders, and lo and behold, my birds was not getting very much of their food because of the squirrels. The squirrels discovered where my bird feeders was, so they were going up a tree and jumping onto the bird feeders. So I moved them. But those little rascals can crawl up a pole, a metal pole. So I got on Amazon and I found this cone-like guard that you can put on your pole. And while I was on Amazon, I seen where somebody had also used a slinky. So they had put a slinky on one of their poles. And so, of course, I'm going to try that. So on one pole, I put the cone after I moved them away from the tree. And on the other pole, I put the slinky. Guess what? And I had 5 squirrels that was coming out there on the daily. Every morning, every afternoon. But I haven't been seeing them. And I've got more bird feed left in my bird feeders. I was having to fill bird feeders every day. And I haven't had to fill them in since last week. So, I mean, they've gone down. But they still have a little bit left. But I said, I wish I could have caught on camera or on video those squirrels trying to get up that slinky. That would have been so funny. They got enough acorns and everything around here. That they can stay quite full. My poor little birds wasn't getting hardly nothing. I think the smell was okay though, yes. Evil things in our code and our front door. They build their nest. How the kids live in this. My son, he wanted a wreath for his front door, and when I made him one, he had a problem with birds building a nest, so when he would open his door, they would fly out and almost fly into his face. So he took it off. He didn't like all that. So, all right. When I tell y'all we got some decorating to do on this thing, we got some decorating to do. I've got, now these are curls, so they're about 8 inches. Some are a little shorter. I had a partial roll of each left. It's a little less than a full roll, so I just said, well, we're going to add some color in here. So I've got green. We're just going to use a roll. And a roll. So where the seam ends, I'm going to turn that on the bottom, mash straight down, and gather it. And we're going to use an orange and a green. And I think I'm going to put the orange on top, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to put these. So this ruffle's laying this way, so I'm turning these this way. It's going to add volume to it. It's going to add color. I tried the slinky and it didn't work. Sounds like teenagers. Well, I don't know. I never caught them, but they haven't been back up on the bird feeder, so I don't know. I wish I could have seen them. That would have been funny. So I'm just making an X with these. Basically is what we're doing. We're going to go over here and get on this top. I guess I need to get y'all back closer to it, being as we're not rolling anymore. Because all these are just rolled up. And then where the seam stops is going to be the bottom part. I'm just making them into an X right here. I've got some mesh tubing and some tulle. So there's these from being rolled up on their rolls. They're already curled around. You just cut them and they'll roll right back up. So I'm laying them in there the opposite from what I laid the ruffles down in there. But I was thinking that humidity, y'all, who has a garden this year? Yeah, does anybody have a garden? I'm working on mine. I was late getting mine in because of all the rain. It wouldn't quit raining. And I have tomatoes, some squash, zucchini, eggplant. This goes on top. watermelon, cucumbers. I need this. And I hope, I planted some sunflower, so I hope they come up. Child made a dumb family. How are you, child made a dumb family? Thank you. How are you today? We're gonna make a butterfly mailbox swag, and we're using a metal sign that usually goes on a wreath. But if it can go on a wreath, why not put it on a mailbox swag? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Y'all, I'm seeing extras. I thought I had 5 down here. Seeing extra. Okay, so we're just layering these in. Mine is with the in-laws, and they grow it. Yes, welcome. This one is really, really short. But we were running out, so we used it anyway. So here we go. Well, I may wish that mine was with somebody else by the time it's over, because hoeing that and it being so hot and humid. And the thing is, you know, humidity don't disappear around here. When the sun goes down, it still stays humid. Okay, this is our last set of curls. We work at it, but it is at their house. Okay, so you still having to get out there and enjoy all that warm heat. So y'all, this is our butterfly that we're using. We're going to be using this, and we have a big beautiful bow we're going to put in here too. So our ribbon tails are cut at 12 inches. I fold them in half to get the center, and then gather them. Sprinkle, thank you so much. Okay, is it child I'm made of family? I'm trying to figure this out. All right. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're going to put our ribbon tails in here. We're layering this. Doing well, just working. That is awesome, Miss Kimberly. I've been working in the yard a lot, and it's hot, hot, hot. So we can do our ribbons like this, and that may be what I go back and do. Or you can do them actually like that, but let's turn them this way. Okay. Okay, nice. Thanks. God bless you, Kimberly. Yes, we're so welcome here. Oh, glad you're here. And if y'all would like, you can click the share button and copy the link, and you can text it or send it to somebody that you think might want to watch. Might want to subscribe. Come join us. We sure do appreciate that. And thank y'all for spending your time with me. Time is a precious gift you can't get back. So when you're here and sharing your time with me, I appreciate it so very much. Let's lay this one down over here. We're going to put some mesh tubing in here. We're going to what else? We got some tulle we're going to put in here to hide how that it's all put together. So the very last step on the each little ruffle will be our tubing. Our tulle. Let's see. Let me close these notifications out so I can see comments. Oh, thank you for the little hearts. So sweet. We're so glad you're here. So glad. All right, I'm going to place this one right here. And so, and y'all, I use the long pipe cleaners, but it's taking them this time. We got layer upon layer upon layer. This thing's gonna be, I like big. It's like go big or go home. And we're going big. All right, so this one's going right here. We have 12 ties, 4 on top, 4 on each side. Used to have this on like a little furniture dolly, and it was easier to swing around. I think I'm using the dolly for something else, obviously. I think some of my plants. Y'all, I was so ready for warmer weather, not hot weather, but warmer weather, so I could bring some of my plants out of my house because they're taking over. I feel like I live in a jungle during the winter. And so they've gotten so big and so heavy that I put them on furniture dollies and roll them around. They're taking over. I don't have a dining room during the winter time hardly. All right, we'll get this one up here. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Love the ribbon. did this one backwards. All right, let's do it that way. I love stripes and polka dots, and I like them together. That's a great combination. Thank you. Miss Andrea and Miss Tiff, I know, make wreaths. So you see how we see that pipe cleaner? We're going to hide it. You're not going to see it no more. 2, 3. But my table's getting more clear. Beautiful combination of colors. Thank you so much, Miss Jill. So usually it's based on the sign that I am using, depending on what colors I use. And I have some beautiful ribbon that's going to be featured in it. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got like peonies on it, and they are so pretty. Great minds think alike. I am loving the combo too. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. The butterfly had the orange in it. So when I seen this ribbon, and it was Shirley's and Collins, it had that, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's like a tan stripe. So it's almost like this, and I already had this. So that was my inspiration for the colors of the, adding just a little bit of green in it. And you know, I don't need to put ribbon on top of ribbon. Don't tell me to look what I'm doing. There we go. One last one, and we're through with the ribbon tails. We will and this one in here, that's the last ribbon tail. Okay, this is called mesh tubing. And we will take, and this just is gonna make it look kind of whimsical. It adds a different little texture to it. Almost looks like butterfly wings, doesn't it? So we're just layering that right in there. And I had, I think Miss Andrea and Miss Wanda wanted to know about wreath frames, the cross wreath frames or any wreath frames. And I went to our Dollar Tree this morning. They had the little bitty round wreath frames, what, the 6-inch, I think. And that's all they had. And they only had a couple of those, but that's all they had as far as wreath frames. No cross, no 14-inch round, nothing. So our Dollar Tree had zilch. Zero, not a none. So that makes me think, because our Dollar Tree usually had the round ones all the time. Might not have nothing else, but they'd have the round ones, the 14-inch, and nothing today. So makes me wonder if they really are going to discontinue them. That was rumored. I have to make one for the new baby. Yes, Miss Tiff. Absolutely. And you know, they have the baby booty. Do you know if they have that ribbon back in stock, Ms. Rachel? This at Shirley's, I'm not sure. They had some when I got mine, but they don't put everything on the website. Reason why I know that is I was in there looking for something and they had it, but they didn't have it on the website because I went on the website to look, and so when I went through there, I stopped and they had what I was looking for. They did not have it on the website. If you want me, Miss Andrea, if you want me to check when I go back through there, I will check for you. My Dollar Tree in Brandon is usually packed with stuff. I need to go to the one in Florence, but I haven't been in a while. Haven't done any crafts. You have to let me know where to get the baby booty. Okay, Miss Tiff. I sure will. The new Dollar Tree, Miss Kimberly, beside Berries in Florence, is a nice Dollar Tree, and I haven't thought about, you know, which I haven't been up that way in a while, but I haven't thought about checking there. I need to. So one Dollar Tree doesn't have any wreath form and reframes, and the other one, I did see the pumpkin wreath frame. I did go online the other day checking mine to see. Hi, Rashawn, how are you? All right. We got 2 more, 3 more. May have to. We're almost done here. We don't talk politics here. Sorry. We keep this to crafting. I don't need them governing down my channel worse than it already is, so nothing political here. Oh, no worries, Miss Kimberly. I just didn't want a bunch of shenanigans, you know. I'm dropping it. No worries. Some people get on channels and try to start stuff. Not here. All right, our last step for the ruffles is going to be, then we're going to add a bow, and we're going to add our butterfly. Yeah. I've never seen that person before, so some are like little trolls. So we're going to take our tool and make either, you can call it a cursive E, or you can call it the breast cancer awareness little bow. And you take it down here where it crosses and put it on one side of the pipe cleaner down in the middle, and then we're going to twist it. And these are so used up that I don't think we're going to have to cut it. We're just going to take it and hide that little stem under the ribbon, mash it like that. Then we're going to fluff out the little poofy part, and it's going to hide all your mechanics, so it's not going to show anything. That's got a fuzz. There we go. So we're going to put our butterfly on here, and our big bow. But that just makes it where, I don't know how close I can get to that. Maybe pretty close, huh? Can y'all see that? So we will take it, put it on just like that. And then you can't tell how it's put together. Make people wonder. Do this one on top. We'll switch it around to do the rest on the other side. But it just, all the different textures is going to look so pretty. I got a hair falling in my mouth. I had to fix my hair, roll my hair this morning because I had washed it from cutting grass and all that, and so it had to be fixed, y'all. I had to look like a scarecrow. I hadn't rolled it, but the humidity makes it go about straight. All right, we're going to take this one and bring it up under here. Just hide it and press down on it so that it kind of crimps it. And the tulle is cut at 10 inches. It's 6 inches wide, so I cut it at 10 inches. Makes a nice size little poof there. I tell you what I'm trying in my garden, y'all. My dad is trying it too. He decided he was going to put him a radio out in his garden. Try to keep the deer away. Have y'all ever tried that? The rope mesh adds so much dimension to the swag. Love it. And the tulle adds finishing touch. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Thank you so much. I think the tulle just gives it that finishing touch, so you don't see how it's put together. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to turn that off. That's like a little heat lamp almost. And then my hot glue gun is sitting here on. But, so I put me a radio out by my garden. I'm going to see if it works this year, because last year I planted watermelons. And I had watermelons about, let's see, y'all can't even see me. I'm not even in picture, about that big around. And did not get a single one of them because I guess it was raccoons kept coming and they would eat a hole in it and then eat the insides out. So I'm hoping the trick of the radio works. Simply beautiful, Sean. Thank you so much, Sean C. Appreciate that. Gotta run. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Beautiful swag, Rachel. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. It was so good to see you. Hugs and prayers for you, sweetheart. Well, I'm getting further out of the picture. Let's do that. Now, is that better, y'all? There we go. Okay, so let's put this one right here. We're almost done, y'all. Thank you for joining us, Sean C. We are building a Butterfly Mailbox Swag. And this is our last piece of tulle. If you want to see how we got to this point, you can always go back and watch the replay. It's big, it's gonna be so pretty. And we got so many layers. Okay, now let's see. Here is our butterfly that we're using. Now I popped 4 little holes, and I used a little tool that looks like this. See better like that. It's a jewelry hole puncher, I guess. So I'm going to take these U-pins, floral U-pins, and I'm going to put them in these holes. And we're going to hope this holds. You're welcome. All right. So we're going to turn this around to the front again. And let's see. I'm going to have to turn it a little bit at an angle so I can kind of see what I'm doing and where we're going to put it and how it's going to look. And all the things. We may even put it at a little angle. I don't know. We'll see. So the fun part will be getting these in with the glue. I'm going to watch the replay. I came on late. Okay. We're glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate your time. Time is, y'all, time goes by so fast, it's just not even funny. So let's see, this is about the middle. So there's styrofoam under here. I'm gonna try to do this one side at a time. Okay. Now, try to hold up these U-pins and get some hot glue on them. Hopefully without getting hot glue all over everything else. And hopefully without burning the fingers. I should not have any fingerprints. From years of hot glue burns. I don't want it. Y'all, let me just try to move some of this greenery, the garland, back. We're going to scratch this idea, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Worth it to watch. And this is the bow we're going to use, y'all. I want to use black because the base is covered in black felt. So here's what I'm going to do. If at first it doesn't work, we'll change the plan. Because I want it to be sturdy. I don't want it, and it's just not. So I'm going to take 2 pipe cleaners, and we're going to twist the ends. And then I like to twist one side so that it's not coming apart, period. I do this on my pipe cleaners for my bows that goes on the wreaths. So let's this way. That same hole. Now we can put it where we want it. going to take it up under all this mesh, all the mesh in the back. Get over here and find this other one, and we're going to take it under all the mesh, under all the ruffles and the curls and ribbon and the deco tubing and the tulle, all that. We've got this thing layered upon layer upon layer. All right. I'm moving that pipe cleaner over. It was I'm going to bring it up under here and tie it. Hey, his notifications are coming in strong now. Where there is a will, there's a way. That's right, Sean, for sure. Okay. And we're going to get it. We are going to get it. Okay, so this one is here. So I'm keeping the pipe cleaners up on top of the styrofoam and just going up under here and twisting my pipe cleaners together. And then I will take a piece of felt and cut it the size of the bottom of that. And I forgot to show y'all at the first of this, but I'll show y'all. Tuesday I showed y'all how I covered the back of my cross wreath frames, and how I cover the I don't know, can y'all see that? So up under there is felt, so that metal don't get on your mailbox and scratch it all up. So I'll come back and I'll have to add a piece of felt to cover that. And I just like to add a little bit of character to my ribbons. Put just a little curl in there. That one's wanting to be rebellious. Do its own way of curling, I guess. So I brought in polka dots because of the little dots on the butterfly. Now we've got to arrange this. Now just, and know that this is going to be sitting. So here's your flag. So scoot it to the back and then tie it so it doesn't fall off. And I'm going to play, instead of poofing everything up as I usually do, I'm going to be toning down some of these curls right here and adjusting things so that my butterfly sits up and I may trim these ribbon tails so they don't get up in front of that. All right, we know that you can raise up and down, so we're going to move you. Y'all bear with me just a minute. We're just kind of finessing it a little bit. My scissors at? Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Miss Tiff. Thank you, thank you. Can y'all see good? I'm gonna trim these ribbons down right here. That's right in front of the butterfly. Because I just don't want them hiding the butterfly. I'm going to leave these down here long. The ones that are sticking up in front of the butterfly, we're going to trim. I just don't want it hid. We're almost done, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. This is why I did not glue my bow down yet, because I wanted to make some adjustments here. And it would be fine just like that. So if you wanted to leave it like that, you could. And in that, it looks like it's laying down, and it's not. It's standing straight up. But it looks like on camera that it's laying down. So with that, y'all, sometimes you just got to work with it. These little curls, I'm going to see what it's going to look like to put up under the butterfly, just to kind of bring it down a little bit. Those can go off to that side, which these can go off to the side too if we just turn this. I'm trying to do the bow in front and not on top of that styrofoam. And I'm wondering, y'all, just to be double sure that this doesn't go nowhere. Love the butterfly. Thank you, Miss Shawn. I appreciate that. I got that at Shirley's in Collins. They have a Facebook page, and so I'm going to glue that, and I'm also going to put this ribbon pipe cleaner around it. They do have a website listed on their page on Facebook. I'm not sure what all is on their website, but I know they do have one. All right, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom of that also, so that this doesn't back out, because that U-pin is not real long, and that's just going to give double security that it doesn't come out. Okay, so it's in there. Let's use one of our needles, y'all. And we're going to feed it right through there. So see how fast that was? I did not have to fight through all that greenery, all the mesh. That needle just took it straight through. And I'm going to pull that pipe cleaner around and tie them together. Come on now. Did it pull it down? It barely reaches. I'm going to add some length to it. That's what I'm going to do. And I will just adjust it. But that is basically how it's going to look. I will just put the extra piece of felt on the bottom so that the pipe cleaners are not seen. That's just going to be a beautifying step. It's not for anything else. So I appreciate y'all watching today, hanging out with me, giving me your time. We'll need a pipe cleaner. A pipe cleaner. I'm going to need a pipe. Wire cutters. Y'all see where my brain just went to. So on the bottom, you see we got some, you might not can see it that good, but there is some pipe cleaners going around, holding the sign and holding the bow. So I'll put a piece of felt under there just to kind of hide that. But this is what our mailbox swag is looking like. When I ship it, I put paper in the bow to make sure that it stays fluffed out. All right, you come this way. You go that way. Craft Outlet has this ribbon in a bright pink. It's very pretty also. But that is our mailbox swag. And I don't know why it looks like it's leaning backwards, but it's not. So, anywho, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Today is Thursday, so I should be back Tuesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. That is 11 a.m. over on the Pacific, and 12 noon Mountain Time. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of y'all. I will see y'all Tuesday, and we will be making something else. But this is our butterfly mailbox swag. It is big. It is full. And I will just fluff out my ribbons now because I've been moving it around and touching it. And so I'll get all the little ribbon tails fixed just perfect. Make sure everything's done and put the last piece of felt underneath the bottom so that it looks pretty. Thank y'all for being here today, and I look forward to seeing y'all on Tuesday. Y'all have a great, wonderful, and blessed weekend. Bye-bye, y'all.